All right, hello everyone, and welcome to today's Gems of War video. This video I have for you my Soulforge review for the week beginning August 5th, 2024. We'll start with the weapons tab, and just about everything you needed to know about the weapons tab is in my Glacial Peak scouting report. The only thing I would just add is that the moon shard that's available in the weapons tab is also available in the guild event. So if you are participating in the guild event, then you'll probably get that one when you purchase tier 3 instead. So you can just leave it there. But otherwise, make sure that you have 14 weapons for Glacial Peaks. For the summoning stones, my general recommendation for the summoning stones is to focus on the trials troops that are available. They're either the ultra rare or epic base rarity, and also collect the ones that you don't have. If you already have them, then you can skip them. The ones that are available right now, we have the Falconeer from Leonis Empire's team. And then one quick asterisk, because someone asked me to point out when Mercy would be available again. So Mercy is available in the green summoning stone drop table. However, she is not a part of Whitehelm's team. So if you're just looking for the trials team troops, then you do not, then just get Falconeer. As for red, we actually do have a Whitehelm troop available in red, and that is the High Paladin, so make sure you get him. Then under yellow, you'll be looking for the Herald of Woe, and it's been a while since I've done the story, so I don't remember if he is the quest giver for this or not. However, it's gonna work out because you should do the Kingdom quest for Blighted Lands before you worry about the trials. And if he is the quest giver, then you will already have him and you will not need to pull him here. Then the last one to look at is under brown, and that is Totek from Suncrest. Now, as for the legendaries, there's one legendary that I think is an absolute must-have, and that is King Averlorn, for two big reasons. One is he is the legendary troop for the Forest of Thorns trials team, so you'll want him for that reason. And for two, his third trait is the trait that gives all elf allies a 50% mana start, and that is very, very important. So you will want him for a lot of different reasons, and it's basically a must-have. So if you do not have him, craft them into Soulforge. Do not, if you have 800 diamonds, then there's no reason to leave them behind. There are a couple other ones that are worth looking at as well. You could look at Chernabog. Chernabog is from Hellcrag, and he conjures a dust storm when his turn begins. That gives you a perpetual brown storm, and that can be useful in a lot of different teams, and really helps Hellcrag out a lot in terms of their team. So you might want there is an option to just wait for Hellcrag week to come around again and then get him from the event chests, but you could just get him now if you want. And then a very small asterisk to Volfine Hunter. Volfine Hunter is from base legendary from Volpatia, and works really well if you also have Phoenix from Volpatia. And when we're talking about this particular troop, Phoenix would be spelled Phenix. And the reason why that's important is that Phoenix can summon the Volfire Hunter, so if you have them both, then you can have Phoenix summon a full out Volfine Hunter. But if you don't have Phoenix, then Volfine Hunter is just about as useless as Orrery, perhaps even, Orrery is pretty bad. But anyway, so we got the 4 mythics, and I'll look at them from 4th to 1st, and I wish there was a good way to kind of put them in a decent order. But anyway, so fourth place is Ketris the Bull. Ketris the Bull does splash damage to an enemy boosted by his attack, life, and armor at a 2-to-1 ratio. Can be good, but King Stormguard from the same kingdom kind of power crept him a while ago, even though the ratio for King Stormguard isn't as good as Ketris the Bull, and he basically hits the first two targets instead of doing splash damage. I think generally that is the better option than this one. And there are a lot of other base mythics that you can get in Wild Plains, so you don't necessarily need Ketris the Bull. He was definitely better off before King Stormguard. In third place, I'm going to put Pan from Pan's Veil. You'd think that this would be a really good troop from Pan's Veil, since it basically shares the name of the kingdom. He does damage to 3 random enemies and knocks them to the back. The reason why I don't really consider him to be particularly necessary, you've got a lot of base mythics now in Pan's Veil, including one of the immortals from PvP. So, given that you don't need very many of them, Pan just is going to be one of those base mythics that could be one of the ones that you're just picking up for collection purposes. So still useful, but you're going to easily find enough base mythics elsewhere in Pan's Veil that are going to be better than him. In second place, and well behind first place, is Stonehammer from Kotsiel. Stonehammer stuns and burns all enemies and then creates a mix of red and brown gems and then gains life. Also has a third trait that reduces damage from skulls by 80%. Just overall, I feel doesn't do enough to justify giving him saying that he should be one of the ones that you should craft until you are trying to get all the Kotsiel troops in the game. Basically, the best Kotsiel mythic to get is Darksmith Drenza, which you can get at any time. And you can see, based on her recipe, she doesn't even need the diamond. So you'll be able to get this one no problem once you get 100 cursed gems. Of course, that is after you've maxed out the level of the Soulforge, which currently caps at 20. But you also would need the weapon. Not gonna craft it, but you'd also need this weapon right here, and you pretty much get this for free at like level 19 or something like that. So yeah, overall, this is the base mythic to get, and then after that, you're just getting one of the other ones just to fill up the roster, and Ares is probably the one to do to get that done more than Stonehammer, and almost by process of elimination. Flaming Oni is going to be number 1 this week. Now, Flaming Oni is 100% not the best mythic in Seijin. That would go to High King Irongut, but he is a solid second behind High King Irongut. You would definitely want him more than you'd want the Fairy Godmother. He summons 3 random goblins and explodes a bunch of green gems and gains an extra turn. So you can basically use him in a team where you can basically just resummon goblins that have either been knocked out or have been eaten by that beast in Seijin that gains that devours allies. So, but yes, this is a particularly good troop. It is the second best mythic in Seijin, so keep that in mind if you're going to go for him. And that is going to be it. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, subscribe to this channel, and or follow me on Twitch if you'd like to see more of my content. And in the comments below, let me know what you think of my rankings and where you would rank them from 4th to 1st, or if you think that there's anything that I missed. And if you're one of those video game companies, remember it is time to level up the contract. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.